Okay, so we've all been there. We hop on a sales call with a prospect and all they want to know about is the price. You get down to everything, you spend all this time and all they want to know about is the price. Well, let me just tell you something. All of us deal with that, but here's how we can start mitigating some of those things and also how we can address some of those things as well. Because your marketing up front has to do all of the heavy lifting for you. Our marketing should be so good that we're addressing the problems and concerns and the objections that people would have before they even hop on the call. Your marketing should be so amazing that when a prospect hops on a call, most of the time, they should be ready to buy. So here are some things that we need to really take a look at. If that is the main concern, if price is the main concern, you ought to know that this needs to be a red flag. You need to recognize this as a red flag. So I'm gonna go through some points here. They're looking for an excuse to say not interested. It's like, we already know that feels like a big waste of time, right? And so if your marketing is doing that heavy lifting for you, they should be interested in what it is that you're talking about. But if you have unqualified prospects hopping on calls, usually price is, again, that red flag indicator that they're actually just not the right fit. And this could be, second point, right? They just can't afford it. Also, needs to be addressed in your marketing. You want to get people hopping on calls with you that have the money. And there are ways to do this inside of your marketing so that they know, hey, this is a right fit for me. Now, also, they are normally never a good fit if price is the main objection, because it is not about price. It never is about price. It is about the value that you're bringing to these appropriate prospects that you're actually bringing on to sales calls. All right, so here's another one. You may have not given enough value in your marketing. This is why we go back to your marketing needs to have people ready to go. Marketing is not just something where you're saying, hey, come buy my stuff, or hey, we're going to be able to do this for you. You've got to go through a process whereby when people see your marketing, your ads, all of that, they watch your video, your VSLs, they watch your webinars or whatever, they're coming away with a clear picture and a clear understanding of exactly the problems that you're going to help them solve and how you're going to help them solve those problems. You want to take away as much of the questions inside of your marketing as far as objections go that they would have when they hop on the call. Your marketing, and especially if you've taken enough sales calls, you already know the main objections that you're getting already. These need to be key indicators for you that you need to change some things up, that some things need to get a bit better before you have people hop on a sales call with you. So, talk about the problems that you solve. Talk about how you solve those problems. And here's a big one. How long is it going to take for that problem to get solved? That's a big one. People want, instant gratification a lot of times. And no, when you're doing things like we do, it's not instant, but it is a process. And you need to be able to map out and show that process and how it works to those prospects that are coming on to sales calls with you. Now, here's the big one. You want to make sure that you have a great follow-up system, because let's just be honest, every person that hops on a sales call with you is not going to be ready to go. You're going to have your cold leads, you're going to have your warm leads, you're going to have your hot leads, right? You need to have a follow-up system that is addressing each and every part of that. As far as the cold leads, the warm leads, hot leads, you're just jumping on sales calls with anyway. But those cold leads and those warm leads, they need some nurturing. They need an email campaign, that's going to go out to them to let them know exactly what this is all about, and that encourages them to go ahead and book that sales call with you. But the main part about this whole thing, look, we're all going to get those that come on and they've got these major money objections, right? It's a part of the game. It's a part of the life that we're in. But you are able to overcome these things through having very effective marketing. It's why we do what we do here at AJC. We want to make sure that you have just the right tools, just the right knowledge and information and way to execute on things so that you're not taking these sales calls all day long from people that simply can't afford your service. And it is not about reducing your price. It is about showing the value it is that you bring to them. And your marketing needs to do that very, very effectively. Look, there's going to be links around this video. I want you to go ahead, click those links so you can start getting more information on how we can help you. And I'll see you on the next video.